So, if you're like me, you may not have realized something about the 2020 stimulus checks that, well, I mean, most of America doesn't realize. Um, so, if you turned 18 this year and became an adult, or if you were in full time college under the age of 24 and turned 24 or are no longer in full time college this year, um, let's just say make sure nobody claims you as a dependent. Or if you fall under the category of people who is an adult who is disabled and you're taken care of by your children and you're no longer being taken care of, then I have good news for you. Those of you that were dependents this year and aren't last year, or can, at least the very least, tax-wise, considered dependents, if you aren't this year, you are eligible to claim all of the stimulus money. For example, I was claimed by my mom last year as a dependent because I was in college full time at the beginning of the year. So she claimed that I was in college full time, which I was for a part of the year. And since I'm under the age of 24, I can be claimed as a dependent, which helped her out a lot on taxes. Nobody could have foresaw the 2020 pandemic, and so we didn't know that was going to happen. So I just thought I was missing out on the $1,800 that, well, $1,200 the first time and $600 that just passed about a week ago. Nobody could have known. I sure as hell didn't. But it happened. And if you're like me and hundreds of other college students and you didn't see this coming, well, you can still claim your taxes. You just have to file your taxes for 2020 and have the people who claimed you as a dependent last year not claim you this year. Easily as that, you can claim the $1,800 that you're owed by the government who decided that you didn't deserve anything because you were a dependent. It was a real screw up on their part that they did twice in a row. That they may end up doing 3 times in a row if they end up passing a third $2,000 stimulus check that they're trying to do. If it gets past Mitch McConnell, of course. But yeah, I can't imagine how many people would be helped by that. Because when you think of poor people, like people who are struggling financially, always what comes to mind, college students. Why would you leave them out of it? Like, it's almost purposeful that they did this. America, come on. You're like, hey, let's support our next generation by shafting them and stealing all of the money that we can from them, leaving them financially indebted to institutions that are corrupt for the rest of their lives. Yeah! And then, when a pandemic hits and their entire lives are flipped upside down, let's do it extra by not giving them any of the money for support that we gave to everybody else. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. And unfortunately, that's the America that we live in. But they're gonna fix their error, luckily. Just file your 2020 taxes. Have whoever normally would claim you as a dependent not do that. And that's $1,800 in your pockets. $3,800 if they pass the secondary 2001. Which, I mean, here's hoping. And if you got this far in the video, I mean, I would appreciate a like on the video if you found this information useful, and subscribing to the channel for more content. Because I sure didn't know this. But yeah. Anyways, have a good one.